It's all Deion Sanders. They're so jealous of Deion Sanders and how his sons are raised, how he's raised his sons. That black fatherhood is the white man's thorn in his side.
Chipping away at it, right? That's eating the clock up, right? That's taking his gas. If he was a bad motherfucker like they said he was, he would have came and got out. Now listen, Alex, what? Alex. No, that's why you ain't getting hit with shit. That's why. No motherfucker. Hey, you gonna be desperate. I'm gonna be smart. Okay, I love you. Now, listen. Take Combs' money.
Oh yeah, that's what people hate. That's what they hate. People think that they ain't hating because Devin Haney got a father. You are. You most definitely are. And it's hated on both fronts. Like I said, y'all heard the beginning of the video with Deion Sanders. And you know how some of these pookies act out here. You know, at the end of the day, you guys really have a problem with this. I don't care what you say. I know you got a problem with it because you guys are campaigning and cheerleading for a fucking pack of annihilators called Tank. So I know you don't like no daddy like Bill. And I ain't never seen so many people dislike a father. You know, and somebody said something, I don't even remember who it was. He was like, man, if they hate Bill Haney, then what about Danny Garcia's father? And he started naming off all these dads that are like pretty much assholes. And didn't nobody say, ooh, I can't stand his daddy. No, man. Bill and Devin is out here handling their business. And you want to know what really pisses people off? It ain't a smoke screen. It ain't nothing that they're pretending to do. So you can't pull the rug from up under them. You can't expose them. You can't try to say that they ain't gonna go towards no smoke, because it's actually the opposite. You know, it's one thing of faking it till you make it. And then it's another thing to not be faking nothing. You really are that at that time. Some people are faking it and some people really are that at that time. Both travel in the same circles. You really can't tell one from the other until it's action time. That's really what they hate, man. It should be a beautiful thing to see. You know, and as much as the government and stuff try to pull out those false narratives, and I ain't gonna say the government and our women too help assist. Women have always helped the government, no matter what race they is. That's just how that shit is. Where they putting out lies that, you know, black men ain't with his kids and stuff like that. And they did the testing and they found out they ain't a father. They ain't no fathers more in their life than black fathers. That's what I'm saying. It always been confusing to me, because I was saying this when I was growing up, like, I be hearing all this dead. I was like, I know a lot of dudes. I don't know no deadbeat dads. Every dude I know loved the shit out of his kids. Now, he may not be able to see them all the time because, you know, moms and, you know, dads, the more you love your kid and the more that they see you love your kid, the more they want to play with your kid. For those that know, they know. But, yeah, I don't know no dude who wasn't crazy about his kid, especially our sons. I don't know no man who didn't marvel at having a son. You know, I mean, that's kind of a side note, but, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. This should be embraced. Father and son duo handling their business in the most corrupt, fucked up sport in boxing, and doing good and doing it in style and making strides. Y'all don't want to promote and get behind that. I know why mainstream media, I know why the Guaylo got the problem with him. But why do you? Brown man. That's all that I'm saying. And we have to address this from all sides. We have to address the medias. We got to address the Guaylos. We got to address the buttermilk biscuit gang. Man, we cover all bases over here. But at the end of the day, this is what the fuck y'all mad about. And you know what's crazy? Y'all sitting up here hating him because he got a daddy. When people are notoriously teasing young men for not having a daddy and how feminine they act because they don't have a daddy. Hence Tank, no daddy, painted nails. You making a correlation? No daddy, purse. You making a correlation? So that's what y'all mad about. Y'all mad that he ain't an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some of y'all, but y'all so hung up on his so-called personality, which he doesn't have. That's about the most that you could say to him. But for the most part, humble kid, cocky when he needs to be. He doesn't overtalk shit. He just shows up, does his job, be polite, and that's it. I don't see him doing nothing else. Y'all want to talk about his personal life? Y'all want to talk about his wife or his girlfriend? When is that part of the play? You know? Since when did we start caring about who people date? When? Oh, that's why your girlfriend like Young Thug. See, you ain't in the boxing for in a box. Like I said, y'all on some tabloid shit. I wish I would talk about a young man younger than me and his girlfriend. Man, I ain't doing that. Don't even make no sense, man. Half the time, shit, y'all gotta say that y'all ain't more of a man than Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Floyd, bro. They like, oh, Floyd is ignorant. Floyd can't read. Floyd can't. In the game of life, the end equation to how well you doing in this game on a surface level is money. So do you know how stupid you would look to be around somebody who can't read that's a millionaire and you ain't got 30,000 in your bank account? I would call you dumb. Because how does a dumb person make more money than me? They ain't even got the brains, supposedly, yet they still make more money. And you can't say, oh, well, you know, it's a sport and they get, okay, yeah, you know, say it's a sport, but how do you become the highest paid? One of the highest paid athletes, period. Pay-per-view gate breaker, period. There's all forms of intelligence. And you know what I found? Book smart people are the dumbest people. College people be the dumbest people in the common sense section. They be dumb as hell, man. And y'all know I ain't lying. You be like, man, to be so smart, you is stupid. It's all different type of intelligence, man. But man, I'm proud of Devin, man. And proud of Bill. You know what I'm saying? How often do you hear people even say that? Proud of these two dudes, man. And I'm proud of the example that they setting for themselves. Being their own boss man. Fuck the middleman. And Devin got somebody there to protect them. And that's what they really mad about. They want to be able to take advantage of people. You know, it's just like the record labels and stuff like that. They don't sign the most talented. They sign the most untalented and the most troubled people who got something wrong with them. Because those people are easier to control. People with talent have demands. That's why they've been made up their mind a long time ago that they're going to stop signing people with real talent. You know, they rather just assign them a talent because therefore they can't fight nothing. You know, anyways, man, that's my thoughts on this. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and